my name is Ryan Funkrauser, and today we'll be making sirloin steak with Lunenburg Family Farms Wahani rice risotto. This risotto will be a potato risotto. And we also have a fresh herb sauce made with parsley, red pepper, and a bunch of other fresh herbs. So let's get started on the rice, because that will take the longest. Right here I have a cup of water. I'm going to fill it up again because it has a 2-to-1 ratio. 2 cups of water to 1 cup of rice. So we'll just pour it in there. We'll fill it up again. You don't have to be precise, but it will help in the outcome if you try to be as precise as possible. Now we're taking a cup measure. We're going to measure out 1 cup of this Wahani rice. Pour it all in there. And here we go. Just pour it right on in. Now we're going to get the rest of it in there, because we want all the rice we can. This is high quality product. We're gonna turn it onto a high heat to start the boiling, and then we're gonna stir it around. I will get a spoon. We are going to stir it around, and then we're gonna wait for it to come to a boil. See, once it comes to a boil, we are going to put a lid on and let it simmer for 50 minutes. Okay, so we're back and the rice is boiling. So I am going to put the lid on, and we are going to bring it down to a low heat or a simmer. And when it comes down to the simmer, we set the timer for 50 minutes. See, mine was already going since I had started beforehand. And you just wait for those 50 minutes. When you're done, again, we'll just let the lid stay on, let it steam for another 10 minutes. We're going to do the herb sauce now. See, it's not heat sensitive, so we can do it way beforehand. You just want it to stay at room temperature, do not refrigerate it. Because it might wilt when it gets on the hot steak if you refrigerate it. Okay, so what we have here, red wine vinegar, olive oil, red pepper flake, some oregano, some fresh parsley, and we have some quick sauteed garlic, because we don't want that raw garlic flavor on a sauce. So all we need to do is combine all the ingredients in a bowl here. We start with the stuff that we've already measured out. Put the parsley in there, every last bit of it. And I think we can just dump the spices right in here. Okay, so right there, and then garlic. This will add earthy flavor to the sauce. Okay, now we'll just place this pan in the sink. We'll wash it later. And now we're going to add the stuff we need to measure out. We need 3/4 of a cup of olive oil, which I think I have just enough for this to happen. Perfect, 3/4 of a cup. Now let's just pour it on in here. And then we're just going to mix it all up. We can use the same spoon as we used for the garlic, because we want to save it as much as we can. Okay, so now that we've added the oil, we need to add the red wine. We only need a teaspoon of this. This is some strong stuff. Red wine vinegar, that is. See, I'm not allowed to drink alcohol. It's something about obeying the law. Crazy, I know. So mix it all up right here. Smells delicious. Looks nice and fresh. A lot of fresh flavor to it. And now we are going to switch to our potatoes for our potato risotto. Okay, now that the butter's melted, we're going to add the shallots and the garlic to the mix. Once we add those in, we're going to cook them for about a minute. Then we are going to add the potatoes. Okay, so the potatoes are in. Now we're going to wait 15 minutes for them to cook, and then we're going to start adding the liquid. Okay, so we're going to brush these beautiful sirloin steaks with olive oil. So we're going to put it in a grill pan over medium-high heat. And you can use a frying pan if you want, like if you don't have a grill pan. The grill pan will just enhance it a tiny little bit. Don't worry if you don't have one. So we're going to brush them on both sides, and we're going to season them with salt and pepper. Once we season it, we'll just plop it in there, and we're going to cook each side for 3 minutes. So, last steak. And there we go. Now we're going to take this plate over, right next to our grill pan. Again, our grill pan is on medium-high heat. And we're going to cook them 3 minutes on each side. So, can we start placing them in? Oh yeah, that's the stuff. We want that sizzle there. So there we go. Okay, the steaks are done. They have beautiful color, beautiful caramelization, beautiful grill marks. I like my steaks a little on the rare side. So this is perfect for me. You can cook them a little bit more if you like them well done, medium rare, medium well. But I like mine a little on the rare side, so that's why I cooked them on 3 minutes on each side. So the potatoes are done, so we're going to add in the chicken broth. This is 1.5 cups of chicken broth. We're going to add it into our potato mixture, and we're going to wait for the potatoes to absorb the mixture. So we're just going to pour it in and stir it right in there. Oh yeah, more sizzle. And we're going to stir it on up. Okay. So it's been steaming in the pan. We need to use a pot holder for this. It's been steaming in the pan for 10 minutes. So it's ready to be fluffed with the fork. So it's technically ready to be eaten. But our potatoes are not ready yet. So we'll just fluff it with the fork for now. It looks delicious. So we're going to add 1/2 cup of cream to the mixture to make it creamier and more like a risotto. So we're just going to pour it right in here. We're going to stir it around. And then we're just going to wait 2 minutes for this to sink in. 2 to 4. I'm going to do 2 or maybe 3 to be safe. Okay. So we're going to use the stick blender to blend it up until it's at like a mashed potatoes. And then we're going to add a little chicken broth at a time to see if we can thin it out so we can fold the rice into the risotto. Okay, so we take the stick blender out. We're going to place it over in the sink. And here we go. We have our beautiful rice. We're going to fluff it up a little bit more just to get to the right consistency. Then we're just going to pour them all in. This is the part of the fun part. Dump it all in. Yeah, boy. We're gonna mix it. Go. Okay, so we have our steak, we have our sauce, we have our risotto, we have little things to make it look all pretty like. And now, that is our Italian sirloin with fresh herb sauce and a nice potato risotto